subconscious mind. Now, I'm not going to go very deep into it. I'm sure your professors who head the psychology department over there will probably explain to you much better on these findings and what it means about the control of the subconscious mind as opposed to the conscious mind. But these facts and these findings of neuroscience research is very distressing. What does it tell us? It tells us that our mind is not really under our control. And that is the reason why we are constantly under stress. That is the reason why we are constantly distracted. We are disturbed. We lack clarity. We lack focus. Let me ask you another question. How many of you have sat in the examination hall, looked at your question paper, and were unable to answer a question? And your thought is that I have studied this question. I know the answer. I remember the teacher, remember the professor discussing it in class. And yet the answer eludes you. I studied it, but I don't remember the answer. How many of you, let me give another example. How many of you have gone to the market with a list of items to purchase, and you have purchased only, out of 10 items, you have purchased only 7 items, you have forgotten 3 items and come home? How many of you have opened the door of your fridge?
Exactly.
And then just stood there standing in front of the fridge, wondering why you opened it? What is it that you wanted to take out of it? Yes, we have all experienced it. We have all experienced each of these situations at different stages in our life. Ask yourself that question, why? Why does it happen to us? Because too many thoughts and information overload in our brains. Let us say we are in the market and we are purchasing and we get a call from a friend. And we start talking to the friend and we forget what we want to buy. We got distracted. We lost our focus, however momentarily. So then we come home and then we have to go back to buy the missing items, right? Stress, waste of time, because we are repeating our actions over and over and over again. Because the first time we didn't do it with perfection. We didn't do it with the required clarity of mind. We didn't do it with the required focus. Now, I come from the corporate world. And in the corporate world, we have a phrase called peak performance. A peak performance is something that is achieved by individuals when they are in the flow, when they are in the zone, so to speak. You take any athlete, a tennis player, a cricket player, a football player, Usain Bolt. You take any athlete, you take anybody from the creative writing fields, they are all performing at their optimal best when they are in the zone, when they are giving their peak performances. The flow is there with them. Effortlessly, they achieve breathtaking, mind blowing achievements. Yes? So, when does this peak performance happen to them, and why does it not happen to us? It doesn't happen to us because we lose focus. It doesn't happen to us because we do not sustain our momentum. Our spikes of performance is very minute, very minuscule. It is not sustained. Whereas the peak performers are completely focused on their goals, completely focused on the object of achievements. Think about it. Now, how is meditation going to help you? Meditation will bring back that clarity of mind. It will help you regain your focus. It will give you that necessary discipline that is required to achieve things in life. Any achievement, it requires some focus. No? Even getting up from bed, from your home to college, it requires some focus. You need to know where you're going and how you're going. You can't just keep wandering like a vagabond. Meditation does not take away time. Meditation gives you time. Think about it. Often I hear people say, "Oh, I have no time to meditate." I feel very sorry for them because they have not understood the concept. They would rather waste their time going 10 times to the market to purchase items that they have forgotten. Imagine, imagine that time. Imagine what you can be doing at that time. Imagine your emotional, mental, physical investment in that time, in that particular activity, when you could have been doing something much more effective. Even a simple activity is not being very effectively performed, isn't it? Now, I'll give you an analogy. Let's do an experiment. Take a glass jar and fill it with multicolored paper and shake that glass jar vigorously. What happens? All that multicolored paper is flying within the glass jar, right? Now, in that situation, I ask you to pick up only 10 red colored paper in 10 seconds. Will you be able to do it? Tough. Yeah. You go to pick the red, the blue comes into your hand because they're all flying within the glass jar. You go to pick the red, the orange comes in hand. You go try to grab everything, all the colored paper comes into your hand, not just the red ones. So it's going to be difficult. Now you take that glass jar and keep it aside on a table, undisturbed, for 30 minutes of time. What happens? All the multicolored paper that is flying within the glass jar settles down at the bottom of the glass jar, right? Because it's undisturbed. Now, after 30 minutes, I again ask you to pick up 10 red colored paper in 10 seconds. Now, will you be able to do it? Of course. Very easily. You don't even need 10 seconds. You can accomplish it in 5 seconds because it's all there. You just neatly have to go and pick up the red colored paper. Our mind is like the glass jar, and our thoughts are the multicolored paper. Red for anger, blue for communication, orange for envy. I'm only randomly associating emotions with color. Your psychology professors might get upset with me, so I do apologize. Don't go by that. But you understand the point I'm making. These are our thoughts. And we have so many thoughts associated with so many emotions. Sadness, happiness, joy, anger, hate, distress. So that 30 minutes of undisturbed time that you have kept the glass jar is the 30 minutes of meditation that you are gifting yourself. It's a gift that you're giving for yourself. So you can give your peak performance. So at any given moment in time, you're at your optimal best. No compromises, no doubts, no questions. Because at that moment in time, that is the best that you can offer. Confident. Why? Because you have invested that time, that 30 minutes of time you have invested in an activity that is guaranteed to improve your performance. So that is in brief what I want to talk to you about for today on the concept of meditation. Over the course of 3 days, as you must have already seen, with Dr. Shakha must have shared with you, I will be taking you through 3 techniques. So today I will take you through the technique of guided relaxation. So in order for us to sit undisturbed for 30 minutes, we have to relax our physical body, right? Let us sit comfortably in a chair, in a sofa, on the floor, however it's convenient for you. You should be comfortable. So sit comfortably, and I will take you through the guided relaxation for today. Tomorrow, we will do a very important and a very effective technique called guided cleaning, where I will teach you the technique of how to get rid of all the negativity that we have amassed within ourselves. It's a fascinating technique, and it's a highly effective technique. I have used it very successfully, and even the people I have trained in this technique find it to be very effective. So do it, learn it, experience it for yourself. And on day 3, I will take you through guided meditation. And on each day, I will give you much greater information on that particular technique that we will be dealing with on that day. So today, I will take you through guided relaxation. I will be giving you a series of instructions, very simple instructions. Relax your Relax your hands, relax your legs, relax your shoulders. Yes, very simple instructions. Please follow those instructions. And at the end of it, I will ask you to bring your attention to your heart and to think that there is a divine light in your heart. Do not imagine any light, it is not a visual image. Just have the thought. That's enough. Bring your attention to your heart. Your heart is on the left side of your chest, just in case you're confused. And then we will sit comfortably in silence for about 20 to 30 minutes. Okay. And then we will have a question and answer session. And I will be very happy to take your questions and any comments that you might have. So we will begin now without much ado. Please switch off your phones since you're already in mute. I would like to remain undisturbed for 30 minutes. Yes. Like the glass jar that's resting on the table, undisturbed. So we will remain undisturbed and sit in silence. If your mind wanders during this course of time, as is very natural, it is the nature of the mind to behave in that fashion, it's perfectly all right. Gently remind yourself that you're meditating and bring your attention back to your heart. Heartfulness meditation is done with a lot of love. It's a very gentle, very kind process. So be very gentle and kind to yourself. Don't stress, relax. आराम से, प्यार से करना. ठीक है? Okay, so we will begin now. Please sit comfortably and gently close your eyes. Bring your attention to your nose and observe the flow of breath as you gently inhale and exhale. Feel the energy from Mother Earth entering the soles of your feet, gently relaxing your heels, your ankles, your toes, Feel your entire feet relaxed. Feel the energy travel up your legs, relaxing the muscles of your calves, relaxing your knees, your thighs, your hips, your waist. Feel your entire lower body relaxed as you gently settle into a comfortable position.
You can keep your wire down, ma'am. It's quite audible now. Thank you.
Feel the energy relaxing the muscles of your abdomen, relaxing your stomach. Feel the energy travel up your spine, relaxing your entire back. Allow the weight upon your shoulders to evaporate and gently relax your shoulders. Feel the energy travel down your arms, relaxing your elbows, your palms, your fingers. Feel your entire arms relaxed. Feel the energy relaxing the muscles of your chest as you gently inhale and exhale. energy relaxing the muscles of your heart, relaxing your lungs, and gently relaxing the muscles of your neck as it travels up your head, relaxing your forehead, your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your ears, your jaw, your mouth. Feel your entire body relax from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Allow the healing energy of Mother Earth heal your body, mind, and soul, releasing all aches and pains, all stress and strain. And gently bring your attention to your heart. Think there is a divine light in your heart that's guiding you within, refreshing you, rejuvenating, and recharging every atom and cell in your body. Remain absorbed in this divine light for the next 20 minutes. If your mind wanders, gently remind yourself that you're meditating and bring your attention back to your heart. Please start meditation.
Ma'am, you are on mute mode. Yeah. You're not audible, ma'am.
For the next 10 minutes, let's all sit in silence with our eyes closed and our attention on our hearts. Allow your mind to settle and bring your attention to your heart. And please remain in absolute silence.
Your signal is cracking, I suppose, ma'am.
If your mind is wandering, bring your attention back to your heart. Please mute yourself, everybody. Please mute yourself and please sit with your eyes closed and maintain silence. Your attention must be on your heart. On the beats of your heart. In absolute silence, observe the flow of breath. Inhale, exhale. Take a moment and observe your inner condition. Observe how you feel. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. So, since there are 97 of you, I might not be able to take all of your questions and comments, but please feel free to use the chat box and let me know how you feel after you have opened your eyes. See, meditation is an activity that is done with your eyes closed in complete silence. I also sit in meditation at the same time that you're sitting. So how do you feel? You feel more relaxed? Yes, very nice. That is one of the takeaways of meditation. So you have basically just experienced, however briefly and however with all the interruptions, you are able to feel a slight glimpse that you were relaxed, feeling light, very good. Yes. Okay, so how many of you didn't feel anything? See, there are no wrong answers in heartfulness meditation. Every answer is the right answer because it is uniquely yours. It is your experience. It comes out of your state of mind, out of your life experience, out of your karma. So every answer is the right answer. So it's perfectly okay if you have come out of the meditation and not felt anything. Feeling very centered. Very good. Excellent. So any questions you would like to ask me for this session? Tomorrow's session is a different technique. It'll be a different experience. But today's technique of guided relaxation and on meditation, if you have any questions, any comments, I'll be happy to answer them.
Students, you can ask any questions, any queries, or you can put it in chat box. Participants can ask any queries and questions.
Okay. Can relaxation be in music and dance? Yes. The relaxation you can feel in music and dance is very temporary. As long as the music is playing, the mind is relaxed because the mind has got a toy to play with. The mind is focused on that music, on the words, on the lyrics of that song, on that activity of dancing. And what happens once the music stops playing? What then? Will you still feel relaxed?
Actually, ma'am, what happens for the whole day we are so much in hurry, and when that half an hour we play our music and dance, all of our negativities and all that tiredness, exhaustness that we are feeling, it goes off. Mentally you are so rich, or what we can say, matlab, I related to that hormonal level, na, that hormones which we happy hormones, what we say now, we have to release for our body, that vibration, positive vibration sometimes we get from that music and dance, and that 30 minutes that we dedicate, it's so much soothing for the whole day. So can it be meditation?
No, because you're only talking about relaxation at a physical, at a mental level. The problems don't disappear. The emotions don't go away. The negativity doesn't go away. It's only subdued temporarily.
Okay,
If
it's
you
just
want
like
to,
we are doing shopping, and that we can relate to this.
yes, if you want it to be permanently released, if you want to remove yourself from all that anger and stress permanently, then meditation is the only solution. Especially tomorrow's session that I'm going to talk about on the technique of cleaning, how to detox yourself from the negativity, how to detox yourself from, even if we are positive, even no matter how positive, how calm, how balanced we are, we might be in an environment that is negative. The environment around us might be negative. What then? We will still be impacted by it.
Yes.
I will explain in greater detail tomorrow about that technique. But in terms of this, is like, I remember the glass jar example I gave you. This is that technique that you need to use before you go write your exams. This is that technique that you need to use before you do anything critical for that peak performance to be achieved. Because you need to be able to go and pick up the red colored paper at your command, at your instance. I need the red colored paper now. I need the answer to these questions, whether it is biology or physics or psychology or whatever. You can't be sitting on a psychology question paper and thinking about physics problems, right? You need to have that particular association with it. So all these singing and dancing and music are all, they are very good tools to have, but they are tools at the end of the day, and they are only temporarily. It is not a permanent release, whereas these are techniques that will affect you at a much more deeper, and the effects is long lasting. You will learn how to handle yourself in any situation of stress. You will learn the difference between reacting and responding to problems. Yes, there will come a time, sorry about that. that sometimes there are a lot of thoughts that come out when you are meditating. Yes? That is, one of you had asked me, a couple of you have asked this question on the chat box, and that is very true. It happens. Why? Because you have not given any activity to the mind. You have not distracted your mind. So the mind goes into a panic. Arey, kya ho gaya? So it sort of bombards you with a lot of thoughts. But ignore those thoughts. Ignore them. Don't get into a dialogue with the thoughts. शाम को दोस्तों से मिलना है या लंच में क्या खाना है, गेट, और डिनर पे गेस्ट आ रहे हैं शायद, उनको क्या बनाना है, क्या खिलाना है. You might have all these thoughts. Exams around the corner, how are we going to write? Whatever thoughts we have all those thoughts, but don't get into a dialogue with it. Kitchen to nahi ho na abhi aap. So what is the use of preparing a menu? You're not in the market. So what is the use of preparing a shopping list of what to buy? Stop the thoughts right there. Okay. I'll come back to you when it is necessary for me to deal with it. Meditation is not about controlling your thoughts. Meditation is about not letting your thoughts control you. Think about it. Very critical point. We are slaves to our thoughts. Remember what I said in the beginning about the neuroscientific research. 1.2 thoughts every second we have. We are literally slaves to our thoughts. इस रूम में जाएंगे तो ये वो याद आएगा, उस रूम पे जाएंगे तो कुछ और याद आएगा. We remember something when we open the fridge. We remember something else when we have stepped out of the house. We are slaves to our thoughts. Do we actually control our thoughts? Do we control our mind? Your thought says do this, or you do that, and then halfway through your thought says something else. You leave this halfway and you go there and do something else. And that is why there is such an influx of thoughts that happens. That is why we are constantly under stress, because we are inundated by 70,000 thoughts a day. We are constantly under attack, so to speak, attack from our own mind. Okay, so there is one question. How do you know if I'm meditating the right way? That's a very good question. You will know you are done the correct meditation when you come out of the meditation feeling very light, feeling fresh, feeling relaxed, feeling very centered and balanced. Because at that point in time, any problem, any stress that you have to face, you will do it very calmly, in complete control. You will handle yourself with a lot of grace and dignity, with a lot of wisdom that comes with meditation. I would suggest that you meditate first before you go to a physical activity, because meditation is internal. So you sit in meditation first, finish that 30 minutes of session, and then go have your exercise. Go to the gym, whatever exercise you do. The ideal time for meditation is first thing in the morning, between 4 to 6 a.m. Do you know why? There's a very scientific reason why we recommend that time between 4 to 6 a.m. before the sunrise. Because the moon has set and the sun is yet to rise, and nature is in perfect balance. And it is that balance that we seek within ourselves. And at that time, if you sit and meditate, your 1 hour of meditation will seem like 5 minutes. Literally, you will not know the passage of time. अभी तो आंख बंद करके बैठी हूँ, अभी हो गई 1 घंटा. You will think. And after the meditation, you see, if you're not able to get up before sunrise and meditate, then fix a time for meditation, whichever time is convenient for you, and do it at that time. Ideally, you should not be thinking about anything during meditation. Your focus, your attention must be on your thought. It should not even be on your mind, because the mind will be constantly kit-pit karti rehti hai, nahi? Your attention should be on your heart. And any thought that comes should be ignored. Only focus on the divine light. Now, why divine light? Because students of physics will tell you that light is the highest form of energy. And it is that energy that we seek. We are tapping into the universal cosmic energy. And once you do that, once you tap into that universal cosmic energy, it gives you that additional impetus. And why divine? Because we need the pure form of energy. So we add divine to it. Beyond religion, it's got nothing to do with any. You will find that the more you meditate, see, after these 3 sessions gets over, you will have to integrate these techniques into your daily life. You will have to do the meditation on your own. Of course, I will be happy to help you. I suggested to your professor, Dr. Shakha, that I will be happy to give you weekly once sessions on meditation and answer any queries that you might have. Just so we are on the path. But when you find yourself meditating on a regular basis, you will find your focus improves, your clarity improves. That's a very deep question you have asked, one of you, and how to keep ourselves motivated. It's a deeply introspective question to ask, especially in today's times when life is becoming so challenging. so many levels. But like everything in life, this too shall pass. Just keep our focus on what we have to do and do it to the best of your ability. You can never go wrong. If it is your best, you can never be wrong, can you? We have a purpose in life. There is a reason why we are all here. There is a reason why we are born as human beings instead of being born as some animals. You know? So let us make use of this wonderful opportunity that we have received. It is a gift to be born as a human. It is such a beautiful gift. We have so much advantages. We have a mind to think. We have a heart to feel compassion, to feel love. What else is there? The goals, the ambitions as young, as the youth. Tomorrow you're all going to become world leaders. You need that focus.
Ma'am,
Yes, I hope I
Ma'am,
have not missed any other questions.
ma'am, one question from my side. Actually, usually I used to meditate early in the morning, but because of this pandemic, all of our timetables, they have been shaken out. So now what happens? I meditate like at 6 or 5:30 in the morning, and after that, because in meditation, what we do, we usually connect to our God and to ourselves. उसके बाद मैम जो नींद आती है वो बहुत अच्छी आती है. So should we sleep after meditation?
सही बात है, कभी कभार हो जाता है, नहीं सही बात है. That's very good. You sleep and then you get up and meditate again. और करे क्या? You have to, कहते तो है, you have to start your day with meditation. ध्यान तो करते हैं, but sometimes we get so sleepy afterwards. Not all the time, but sometimes it happens.
And it's a very sound sleep. Perhaps we have all given our anxiety to our God, and then we sleep so comfortably. It happens now, na? Because we don't have that pressure that we have to rush to the college. So it happens now frequently.
Don't sleep. That's all I can say. That is why I say do your exercise after meditation.
Okay.
See, okay, neuroscientifically, you have the 4 states: alpha, beta, gamma, delta. You're aware of it? So
Yeah,
each state, the brain waves, yeah. So there are these brain waves, okay. Now, the delta brain waves, see, okay, let me explain in another way. We have the 4 stages of sleep. You have the falling asleep stage, that I'm going to fall asleep stage, right? Then you have the dream stage. Then you have the deep sleep stage. And then you have the I'm coming awake stage, right? Now, in meditation, what happens? We hit what is known as the delta waves. See, if we are meditating and somebody takes, puts electrodes in our brain and takes the EEG, the graph, then they will notice that we hit what is known as the delta waves, because we have entirely settled down. All the multicolored paper has settled down to the bottom of the glass jar. We are rebooting ourselves, like you reboot your computers. We are rebooting ourselves. So that is why sometimes after meditation, some people feel sleepy, because you have hit what is known as the delta waves.
Okay.
But don't sleep. As much as possible, avoid going back to sleep. Of course, sometimes you might feel very sleepy, but then sleep and then get up and then meditate again.
Ma'am,
It'll become a cycle.
I have a question regarding so many things you have just discussed, and I just want to, everybody wants to have a session every day. You are saying it weekly. I'm just requesting you to have it every day if you are free. It is so knowledgeable, but I just wanted to say, ma'am, we have so many positive things in mind. We always look for positivity in our life, as we are the professors and the NCC ANO also. So we have so many things. We have house also, students also, my kid also. Sometimes we are not able to differentiate between reaction and response. So if someone has said something against me, or I don't like the wordings, the instant I am going to respond, not responding, I will react, and that will be in a negative way. Maybe I'll lose my temper, I'll be so angry, I'll just react it at that time. So what I can do instantly to stop reacting and responding? So I'm into the meditation, but till date I'm not able to meditate for 5 minutes. My thoughts are going here and there, not focusing, not able to focus, because we have so many things, useless things also in our mind. So I can't meditate at that time. I know it is very good and I do try the meditation, but the reaction and the response and the negativity is always there. Beside, I'm always positive.
Yeah. See, in heartfulness meditation, you will find it easy to meditate, because what we do is we have in guided meditation on day 3, I will take you through the technique called transmission, where we connect you to the cosmic energy, the entire universal energy, the energy that runs the universe, that runs the entire cosmos. So we are tapping into a higher power. So our meditation becomes much more easier, much more smoother, much more effective, because we are not relying on ourselves now. See, जैसे साइकिलिंग करते हैं बच्चे लोग, तो मम्मी पापा साइकिल पकड़ के ही लेकर जाते हैं ना उनको.
Yes. Yeah.
So similarly, when we are trying to meditate, there's somebody, guiding us, like me or the master.
Yeah.
So it will become easier. So I don't know what schools of meditation you have been, you have done previously.
Okay.
But after these 3 sessions of heartfulness meditation, you will experience for yourself,
Right.
the bliss and the beauty of meditation.
Right.
पढ़ते तो हैं हम सब, meditation
Yes.
ज्ञान में पढ़ते तो हैं हम सब, but
हो नहीं पाता. Yes.
हो नहीं पाता, हमको एक्सपीरियंस नहीं होता. नहीं, हमको तो एक्सपीरियंस होना है. हाँ, किसी और को एक्सपीरियंस होने से फायदा क्या है? हमको भी होनी है.
Yes, हमको ही होना है. Yes, right. Right.
You will experience for yourself. Heartfulness meditation is experiential meditation. आप करो, you do the meditation, you benefit.
Correct. Any other questions?
This one point that you mentioned about reactions and response.
Yeah. Yes.
So what is the difference between reaction and response? Can anybody answer me? You can put it on the chat box. We don't have time, I think. Okay, I will explain.
Yes.
Reactions are emotion based. Response is solution based.
Solution based. Yes.
When any problem, if there is a problem, and we are emotionally answering that problem, then we are reacting. Whether we are handling that problem with anger, we are handling that problem with hate, we are handling that problem with disgust, whatever. They're all emotions. Anything that is emotion based is a reaction. We are reacting. और रिएक्शन से हमसे कुछ फायदा मिलने वाला नहीं है, नुकसान ही नुकसान होगा, बिकॉज हमारे खुद की बीपी बढ़ जाएगी.
Yes, ma'am. Very true. Very true.
उनकी तो कुछ सामने वाले का तो कुछ फर्क ही नहीं पड़ेगा. क्या फर्क पड़ता होगा, बस हमारी की तो नुकसान है, हमारी बीपी, हमको टैबलेट्स लेनी है फिर बाद में, है कि नहीं?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Very true.
Response is solution based. There is a problem. Keep your emotions on the side and look for the solution. शायद आपको एक रिपोर्ट देनी है प्रिंसिपल साहब को शायद, और वो रिपोर्ट किसी टीम लीडर से आनी है, कुल मिलाकर कलेक्टिव रिपोर्ट करके एक क्यूमुलेटिव जैसा आपको देना पड़ेगा. मैं तो बस अंदाज से कह रही हूँ, आई एम जस्ट गिविंग एन एग्जांपल, लेट अस से, ठीक है. एंड एक डेडलाइन तो है ही, 5 बजे फ्राइडे को आपको देना है. लेट अस से यू हैव the time is coming, approaching, Friday is there already and you don't have the report in hand, you don't know what to do.
Yes, sir.
You can't call up people and start fighting with them. See, the principal,
which we do, ma'am. Which we do.
Principal, yeah, we do, because it's natural. The principal will say, report नहीं मिला, क्या हो रहा है ना? कुछ तो है.
Yes.
उनको तो बनता है, उनका बनता है. उन्होंने डेट और टाइम दिया है, डेडलाइन दिया है, और बनता है उनको पूछने का कि रिपोर्ट किधर है. Now we have to not react. अभी हमको पता लगाना है कि प्रॉब्लम क्या है. Why is the report delayed? चलो टीम लीडर से पूछ लेते हैं, किसी और डिपार्टमेंट से पूछ लेते हैं. शायद उनको मेमो नहीं मिला होगा, उनको ईमेल नहीं भेजा गया होगा कि ये टाइम है, रिपोर्ट तो भेजना का ईमेल चला गया होगा, but they might not be aware that there is a deadline, or they might think that their deadline is 5 o'clock, whereas their deadline is not 5 o'clock, your deadline is 5 o'clock, because you have to do a cumulative analysis to give the report to them. So communication का प्रॉब्लम है कहीं पे, है नहीं, ठीक से हमने कम्युनिकेट नहीं किया. यदि फ्राइडे सुबह सब डिपार्टमेंट्स के साथ मुझे रिपोर्ट सुबह मिलनी चाहिए, तो बस काम हो जाएगी आपको. But that mail that went out said 5 o'clock in the evening, so every department will send their report only at 5 o'clock in the evening. And then you will be impacted. Why? Because 5 o'clock से लेकर आपको एनालिसिस करनी है, फिर आपको रिपोर्ट भेजनी है, तो आपको तो टाइम लगेगा ही. So communication का प्रॉब्लम है ना. To react, what is the point of reacting then? We can't react in this situation. You have to respond. You have to find out where the problem is and what is the solution. So in a very briefly, I have given you the difference between reactions and response.
A response, right?
Response is solution based.
Yes.
कि ये प्रॉब्लम है तो इसको ऐसा सॉल्व करना है, तो आप प्रिंसिपल से जाकर बोलिएगा कि कल सुबह मिल जाएगी, नहीं तो आप 3 घंटे और इंतजार करना पड़ेगा. Whatever, you know, because this is the problem and this is what happened. बस बात खत्म. There is no need to get emotionally involved at all. So that is the difference, and we have to learn to distinguish between emotions, between reactions and response. And with meditation, the more you meditate, the more you're focused on your meditation, You will, it happens in heartfulness meditation. It has been my personal experience that we effortlessly move from reactions to response.
Response, yes.
अनजाने में ही हम respond कर जाते हैं.
Correct.
We don't even deliberately, we don't even think, because it happens so effortlessly.
Effortlessly.
Because we are not doing it at a mental level, we are doing it at a much more deeper level. We are going deep into our hearts, and we are connecting with that source, and it happens beautifully. Aram se ho jata.
Right.
And you will be amazed at how it happens.
Right, ma'am.
Uh,
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, Shakha, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
Ji,
ma'am.
yes.
Yeah, you have taken all the questions beautifully, ma'am. There's one question. I think Sunanda Sharma has posted that question. How we can feel relaxed when we are not physically fit? So this is the last question I think I should take. There are so many other questions. I'm sorry because of the paucity of time, we can take only one or two questions.
We will
Yes.
take the questions over the next 2 days also.
2 minutes, yes.
Right.
We will just make a note of it, and we have already exceeded time.
Yes,
so,
yes,
You know,
yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
so I do thank all of you for so patiently
ma'am.
listening to me.
No, ma'am. Thanks to you, ma'am.
So after if okay, we'll take this question tomorrow.
We'll take this question tomorrow, and
Right.
Because this question I can answer tomorrow, because we are doing the cleaning technique, the detoxing technique. So
Right.
the health and the physical
Right.
health part will
Sure.
be covered tomorrow.
Sure. And
There
now-
is one question that on the third eye and all that stuff. So
Right.
make a note of that. I would like to answer that tomorrow also.
Okay.
Right.
So I think Rajender and this question was, Rajender posted that question,
Hanji,
third eye
Hanji.
wala.
And also Mohammed on focus
Mubashir,
on the breath.
Mubashir John. Yes.
Mubashir,
on
okay.
He's my
focus.
student. He's my student.
Okay.
Okay. We'll click these questions
आपके
because
आपके स्टूडेंट्स बहुत एक्टिव हैं.
Thank you. Thank you.
अच्छी बात है. It makes me very happy. I can't seem to focus on the breath without trying to control it. We will answer this question also tomorrow.
Okay.
Right.
Now, I would like to invite Dr. Dipali to present a formal vote of thanks, ma'am. That's a formality, and that we have to. Otherwise, we are, thankful. Everybody is thankful. You've taken all the question. You have, elaborate each and every thing so beautifully. And from the core of my heart, we are really, really, very, very thankful to you. But this is a formality, and that we have to. So, would like to invite Dr. Dipali to please present a formal vote of thank, ma'am.
Before saying vote of thanks, may I request all of you to turn on your cameras for a group photograph? क्योंकि vote of thanks के बाद सब एकदम से left कर जाएंगे. One group photographs, please on your cameras. Mavish, Radhika, Adya, Muskan, Meenakshi, Nancy.
Somebody's mic is on, please.
And
Mic
please.
Only the camera, video, mic off.
Let me click.
So it's done from my side also. Like I've taken the gallery view.
Yeah. Just click it from the laptop, Shakha.
Yeah, I've taken.
Yeah. Okay. And ma'am, let me tell you, I'm just posting it the live status that we are still going on. We have crossed 110. We have crossed 122. Our science college group also.
So thank you so much, ma'am, for your guiding relaxation. You were saying that once a week there should be a lecture. Actually, science college needs such lectures more because we don't have any psychological department. There it's only science. So we are all science teachers and science students. So therefore, this stress needs a way out. So we will be highly grateful if 15 days or in a month we have this
Yeah.
session, because it's really a wonderful session. So guiding relaxation, relaxing our mind and body in 30 minutes early in the morning, as you have seen for more than 1.5 hours. It's so much must for us. And if you want to be successful in life, not just a career basis, being a human, so this meditation is must. So slow down, just breathe, deep breaths, less stress. So brilliant things happen only in calm minds. The three great triads: simplicity, passion, patience, and compassion. And the two great connections which I myself to believe: connection with myself, my inner soul. You know, we know us much better than the world knows us. And connection to our Almighty God. These are the two connections which are very, very important if we want to be on the right way. To understand the immeasurable mind must be extraordinary, quiet, and still. And that's what we do. We were just running and running, rushing for the work. And this 1 hour, when ma'am did that guiding relaxation for 30 to 40 minutes, how much relaxed we are. So all of you can observe that. So therefore, this connection to ourselves, this meditation, it should not be to this only one session. It should become part of our life. Slowly, slowly, slowly we are going to learn. So thank you wholeheartedly, ma'am, Dr. RJ Kalpana ma'am, for enlightening us in this guided relaxation. Hopefully it becomes part of our life, and when you meet us again, we will be much better, smiling more, and you can feel the difference that you have touched to our lives. Thanks to Vadi Principal Sir for always encouraging us in the right direction. Thank you, Dr. Shakha Sharma, Psychological Cell Coordinator, Vadi faculty members. As I can see, many have joined us. And to my dear students, the wonderful audience, thank you for keenly, patiently hearing and imbibing to your response, your questions. They showed us that how much involved you were in this session. So hopefully we will meet tomorrow at 9:50 a.m. sharp, so that we start our session 10 a.m. So stay healthy, stay safe. Namaskar. Thank you to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you,
Anjali
ma'am.
and Dr. Dipali, and thank you, Dr. Shakha,
Thank you,
for,
ma'am. Thank
for
you.
very
you, ma'am.
promptly responding to a post that I had just very casually posted.
Ma'am, even I would like to thank you that you said yes.
Yes, ma'am. In
It's
such a short
really
notice.
such a
Such a short notice.
Yes, no, I have to thank her for, and all of you for, on such short notice you have,
Yeah.
organized. I thought आराम से 1-2 महीने तो हो ही रहे हो ही
Oh,
जाएगा
no, ma'am.
शायद.
मैम एक्चुअली इससे ज्यादा अच्छा हो, ज्यादा हमारे एग्जाम टाइम चल रहा है. अदरवाइज ये इतना मस्ट टॉपिक है इन दिस पैंडेमिक, क्योंकि 2 years होने को है एंड वी आर ऑल लॉकडाउन. कुछ पता नहीं आगे क्या होगा. द स्ट्रेस लेवल इज सो मच हाई, और बच्चों को तो आदत ही नहीं है एक जगह बैठने की. कॉलेजेस इनके लिए एजुकेशन से ज्यादा एक होता है ना, फ्रेंड्स के साथ इंटरेक्शन, वो सब इनका एकदम लाइफस्टाइल चेंज हो गया, लाइफ स्किल हो गई. इतना स्ट्रेस है, खासतौर पे मैम 6th सेमेस्टर के स्टूडेंट्स जिनको पास आउट होना है. सो आज का लेक्चर और जो ये 2 दिन
especially कल का, yes, detoxification, that is very crucial.
वेरी वेरी मच इम्पोर्टेंट, बिकॉज ये करियर पॉइंट है इनका. और हमारे कॉलेजेस में इतना तो हम लोग करते हैं काउंसलिंग बच्चों की, बट जो आप कर सकते हो वो हम नहीं कर सकते.
And ma'am, I request you, especially faculty members के लिए भी we will have a separate session, because we for also for online papers, online classes, online award rolls, online everything is there, just online, then offline also. So we have to balance it from both ways. So it is really difficult, and specifically the home side also, and the college and the office and other so many things. So, right. Thank you so much, ma'am, for that
Thank you.
excellent
Thank you. Thank you so much. So I'll
Thank
see
you,
you
ma'am.
all tomorrow
Yeah.
Yeah.
at
Okay.
10.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
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 you.
you.
Shakha.
And yes, there is.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Okay, thank you. You can all leave. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Take care. Take
Good
care.
day, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Take care,
Bye.
Good
ma'am. Good
day.
day.
Bye bye.